Hello everyone and welcome back to Pokémon FireRed. So, just to show you quickly, I did catch an Abra. Actually the second one I encountered, I was able to get. It can actually use Teleport, which allows me to return to the last healing spot I used. The problem is, Teleport is the only thing it knows, and it can't do any damage. So leveling this up is gonna have to wait a little bit. It's basically a matter of putting it in front, letting it engage combat, then switching out a Pokemon that can actually do the kill so that the experience is shared between them, which makes for fairly slow leveling. It needs 6 levels until it evolves and learns its first damaging attack, which it's going to take a while. But it is a very fast Pokemon, and its special attack, as you can see at 23, is already very high. So when this has evolved twice, it'll be very, very powerful. And it randomly came with a Twisted Spoon. It already had that. And what Twisted Spoon does is it improves the power of psychic moves. And now it's time to face the second gym. There are 2 trainers before Misty, which I will both fight. You could avoid both of them, I believe, by going around, but I'm not going to. I want the experience. You can see level 16, which means I am somewhat overpowered on my Pikachu, which is level 23 now. But, yeah. I'm still not 100% convinced that this is going to be powerful enough, actually. But, hey, we'll see. I find the second gym, especially using the sort of Pokemon I always use, the second gym is always a bit of a challenge. So we defeated Swimmer Lewis. And as you can see, if you basically took this long way around here, he would not aggro onto you. And I believe that also if you go right here and then up, you could talk to Misty and start that arena fight without triggering this trainer. What? You? I'm more than good enough for you. Misty won't have to be bothered. So that's Picnicker Diana, level 19 Goldeen. So this gym actually is fairly, it's somewhat of a step up in terms of power against the trainers we fought so far. So as a gym is supposed to be, it's a bit stronger than anything we've encountered so far, basically. Okay, let's save the game. I don't want any of the other Pokemon in front right now. The problem is, Pikachu has the type advantage, of course. Pidgeotto is sort of neutral. This is part ground, this is part ground, this is part fire, and this is way too weak. So I only have 2 Pokemon that aren't at a disadvantage against Misty. Hey, you're new face. Only those trainers who have a policy about Pokemon can turn pro. What is your approach when you catch and train Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. And the one thing that makes this gym so hard is Water Pulse. Both of her Pokemon learn and know Water Pulse, which does a lot of damage and confuses on occasion, making it a very annoying thing to fight against. Now I am 6 levels above her, but still not enough for a one-hit kill. And there goes Water Pulse. As you can see, lots of damage. And she uses super potions, but that's actually not as relevant. I think she might only have one of them, so it's okay if she uses it on her first Pokemon. It means she can't use it on the second. I will actually change Pokemon to Abra. Abra will die. There is that's the plan. So she puts out her even stronger, I don't know, star Pokemon thing. I'm just going to be using the opportunity to use a potion on Pikachu. Make sure it's at full HP. Now this Swift is going to kill me. And I can swap in Pikachu. And have a Thunder Shock. I have the speed advantage and the type advantage, but this is not going to be anywhere close to a one-hit kill. And I cannot tank Water Pulses for long. As you can see, I'm probably going to die to the next Water Pulse. It's paralyzed. It might... No, okay. This will kill me. As you can see, that did like over 30 points of damage, even though I was over-leveled. Let's send out Pidgeotto. It should work though. I have Quick Attack. Yes, very nice. Okay, so as you can see, my Pikachu was somewhat over-leveled, but this still was not a cakewalk of a fight. Wow, you're too much. Alright, you can have the Cascade badge to show you beat me. So, Water Pulse. Water Pulse is the reason this fight is so difficult. The Cascade badge makes all Pokemon up to level 30 obey. That includes even outsiders you got in trades. There's more, you can now use Cut anytime, even out of battle. You can cut down small trees to open new pathways. You can also have my favorite TM, which is TM03, which is, well, Water Pulse. Really powerful move. Always glad to have it. I'm not quite sure which Pokemon I'll give it to. I think my final setup includes 2 or 3 Pokemon that can learn it. But I'm almost convinced that I will give it to one of them. Just because it's just such a good move. I actually find this a bit of a balancing issue with this game, that the second gym is so difficult. But the balancing issue, you can get around this if you choose Bulbasaur as your starting Pokemon, because then you don't have that problem. With the Bulbasaur at your side, you will have a really easy time dealing with this gym. Or a somewhat easy time. It levels up fast, the water moves are not effective against it, so you actually have the full type advantage, and you have plant moves which are very strong. Okay, now that we've beaten that gym, I definitely want to save. I think I already did, didn't I? Oh well. Can never save too much. Now this policeman here has moved one step to the side, and we can get into this house, where I'm not going to talk to the... Actually, we might as well. Those miserable rockets. Look what they've done to my house. They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig holes. I was going to use it on a Mankey or a Sandshrew. That cost me a bundle, it did. So he's obviously really desperate that he didn't get that TM was stolen from him. Hey, stay out, it's not your yard. Huh? Me? I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? Yeah, you're wearing a uniform of a criminal organization. It's about as dumb as it gets. Yo, Charmeleon, currently my weakest Pokemon. Well, except for Abra, which doesn't count. He's getting pumped, means his critical hit rate increases, doesn't matter, it's dead. Use Drowsy. This is Psychic? I don't really have anything that's strong against that. I'm thinking you send out Abra, and then switch Pokemon back to, I don't know, something. Something that's not weak against Psychic, basically. Even though I don't know if it actually knows any Psychic moves yet, so let's just go for Pidgeotto. And this way Abra will get half the experience and just, you know, advance a little bit. Darn, putting me to sleep. I know it knows Hypnosis, and I believe it also knows Pound. I don't know any other attacks that it can use. It might know Confusion already. Okay, Disable. That's kind of a waste of an attack there. Okay, his AI is a bit broken. Basically, he wants to disable my move now, but I haven't actually used anything yet. Disable makes it impossible for me to use the last attack I had used. And Abra grew to level 11. But as I said, I can't... okay, I'll return the TM I stole. Recover TM28 from the Team Rocket grunt. I better get moving. Bye. Hey you. I figure what's lost is lost. I decided to teach Diglett how to dig without a TM. Okay, so he spent a lot of money on that, and he was angry, but he doesn't want it back anyway. I don't believe we can go this way yet because the tree's in the way. And we can't use this shortcut down here yet because the tree's in the way. This house here, which is... I don't know why they placed it in such an inconvenient way. If you want to go there from below, you have to run all the way up here. Then you have to hop over these steps. Get through some wild grass. And then, if you just make one step down too much, you jump down over these steps and you have to run all the way around again. I have no idea why they placed it in such an inconvenient location. It doesn't make any sense. But this is a Pokemon daycare. We can hand in a Pokemon here to basically make it get experience slowly as we... I think as we take steps. Every step we take is 1 point of experience for the Pokemon. I think that's how it works. But, yeah, anyway. Just... have to take the underground path here. And then fight a few trainers. So yeah, I really don't understand what they were thinking with placing the daycare like that. But hey, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be using it very much. Might be using it for a Magikarp, or I might not. I don't know. I'm not decided yet. I'm definitely going to catch a Magikarp and use it. And evolve it, because at level 20 Magikarp turns into a beast of a dragon. Until that point though, it is about the most useless Pokemon imaginable. So the two ways to go about this are either use rare candies, which you can farm, or just go to the daycare and get it to level... probably you want it at level 19, so you only have one level left to do using Tackle, which it learns at level 15, which is its only damage attack. It can't learn anything from TMs. Or even the VMs. So Tackle is all you get, and a really weak Tackle at that. Let's switch out the weakest Pokemon to the front, which is currently Geodude. Actually, these should be fairly easy fights, so let's switch Abra to the front. Who's there? Quit listening in on us. And I'm just making my way to the next town. Oh, he starts off with a Squirtle. So can't use that, could use that, can't use that, could use that, can't use that. I'm gonna go for Pidgeotto. Level 20 Squirtle is quite strong. But I'm faster. And now a quick attack should get the kill. Honestly, I hadn't expected him to open up with such a strong Pokemon. Excuse me, this is a private conversation. She should have more Pokemon but weaker ones. Yeah, starting out with the Rattata. So let's switch over to Nidoking. He knows a fighting move. There we go. Okay, Abra grew to level 12. He's using a Pikachu. I am going to send out Abra again. So this is the way to train it up, and if you don't want to use daycare or rare candies. can't fight, so we are instead going to switch to a ground type Pokemon like Geodude. It should be ground rock, or rock ground, one of those. Doesn't affect Geodude because it's electric, haha, let's go for Magnitude. Tail Whip does affect me. Magnitude 10, okay, that's a kill. That's as strong as Magnitude can get. Ugh, I hate losing. Okay, this should be another bug catcher. I've never seen you around. Are you good? I'm good. I'm very good. He has a Butterfree. That's interesting. Let's go for Geodude. I'm not sure what he's opening up with. He has Stun Spore and Poison Powder and Sleep Powder and all that stuff. Okay, a Supersonic that missed. That's good. Nah, Sleep Powder. Darn. So Geodude might just bite the dust here, depending on how long this will last. Okay, now I'm confused, which also sucks. Now it's poisoning me. At least on the upside I can no longer be sent to sleep, because sleep and poison, they're both sort of permanent conditions and you can only ever have one of them. Okay, Abra, 342, that's very nice. It's lots of experience there. It's enough to get to level 13 easily. And I believe I have an antidote. I do indeed. Okay, 3 more levels on Abra. I'm going to go down this way and only engage the bottom trainer. I'll get the second one once I've been to the town and healed up. Starting out with a Sparrow, okay. Switch over to Geodude, he knows Rock Throw, which is effective against flying types. As you can see. I will definitely change Pokemon for Raticat. We'll start out by switching over to Abra. And then switching straight over to Nidoking. Yeah, Hyper Fang is a very powerful attack, but as you can see, not powerful enough. Since my Pokemon is a final evolution, it has some fairly good stats by now. And Abra grew to level 14, which means 2 more levels to go and it'll evolve. And trying to learn Thrash. Do I have anything I don't want anymore? Yeah, Focus Energy and Leer. Thrash is a very powerful attack, but it's kind of 2 or 3 turns of, as you can see, 90 attack power, 100 accuracy. That's quite strong. But once those 2 or 3 turns are over, I confuse myself, basically. Which... it's a sort of high risk, high reward kind of thing. Okay, now let's head down here. Dun, dun, dun. So in here we have the Electric Gym in Vermilion City. It is down here. But there's a tree in the way, which we cannot get past yet. we need to complete the SSN first. And oh look, I'm the fishing guru. I simply love fishing. I can't bear to go without. Tell me, do you like to fish? Of course I do. Grand, I like your style. I think we can be friends. Take this and fish, young friend. We got an old rod. Fishing is a way of life. It is like the finest poetry. From the seas to rivers, go out and land the big one, my friend. I am going to catch a Magikarp using that quite soon. There is also another location I just want to show you quickly. I will go through it eventually in full on screen, so you will see that. But through this cave, this is Diglett's cave, I am going to find and catch a Diglett here, which is... Actually, no, I'm not. I've got the Geodude. I don't always go for Geodude, in which case I get the Diglett, just to have a ground type against the arena here. Because the leader, the gym leader, not arena, the leader has 3 electric Pokemon and ground types are fairly strong against him. I think his Voltorb is immune because it's floating, but that's about it. Let's also go to the mart and see... Firstly, do you sell Super Balls? You do not. In that case, let me just sell my nugget. No, I don't want to... Menuing, terrible. Sell. I have the star piece, which can be sold at high price as well. It's almost as valuable as a nugget. Okay, so I have $24,000 now. That's quite good. I'll probably go for the final trainer up here, so I can use this grass patch for leveling. Is Abra still in front? Yes, he is. She, I think, actually, the Abra is female. Just saving the game quickly. Me? Well, okay, I'll play. Picnicker Isabel, send out Pidgey. It's only level 16, oh well. Let's give Geodude some action. He's my go-to guy for the arena that's coming up. The gym that's coming up. So we want him to be at a reasonably good level. Darn. Rock Throw has a fairly low chance to hit, unfortunately. Well, fairly low. It's not 100%, so it does miss on occasion. That's what I'm trying to say. Abra, Geodude, gauge gain 93. I'll keep doing this. I want Abra to evolve quite quickly. Because once it's level 16, I'll trade it to myself, making it an Alakazam, and at that point it just has insane stats. It gets really, really powerful because it's very fast and has really high special attack, which the psychic moves that it learns are affected by its special attack, making it a very powerful damage-dealing Pokemon. Okay, I've already been hit by a sand attack, another one now. I just decreased my accuracy further. And that's the 3rd one, darn. Ow. I'll try a few more times. I mean, it's not like that Pidgey can actually do very much against me. Okay, 2 more times, and if it doesn't work, I'll just switch over to Pikachu, which should be able to get the kill quite quickly. Okay, last try. I've been hit by a lot of sand attacks, so my accuracy is in the tank right now. Nice. See, you just have to threaten to switch them out, and they start doing what they're supposed to. Let's send out Abra again. This time I am going to switch to Pikachu, however, because Geodude doesn't... the accuracy decrease should still be active. I think it only resets after a fight. And Rock Throw already has a somewhat low base accuracy, so... yeah. Plus, I guarantee Pikachu is faster than the Pidgey. Okay, Abra grew to level 15, Pikachu. I fought all the trainers up there, so I'm actually going to... I'm just quickly going to evolve Abra. On screen. And then its final evolution to Alakazam will have to happen off screen because that requires me to run the emulator twice, and I can't really record that, so I'll just show you its final stats then. Hey dude, let's go, but don't cheat. Now for this type of leveling, I do like it when an enemy only has one Pokemon, but it's very strong. Because the whole changing out Pokemon every time is kind of a hassle, so this just goes... I just think it goes a lot better if you only have one enemy to deal with. Okay, let's go Geodude. See what he does. Poison Sting. It's not effective, but you can still poison a Geodude. Let's hope for a high magnitude. There you go, Geodude was poisoned. I should buy some antidotes actually. Oh, magnitude 6 not gonna get the kill, I believe. It's somewhat weak. Oh, actually it did. Nice. 139 each. Let me just get this quickly. Strange found one awakening. There's a bunch of Pokemon here which can send you to sleep, so that's why they give you an awakening. Kind of as a hint and a little bit of a help. And onto the Poké Center. I don't like dealing with poison, and if the Poké Center's this close in range, I prefer to go there because it's free instead of spending an antidote, which costs, what, 100 Pokébucks? Not that money is much of an issue, but sometimes it is. Okay, you still don't sell any better potions, but you do sell antidotes. I'm just going to buy 10 of those. Yeah, that's all I want for now. No, I don't wanna talk to you. Silly person. There's more trainer battles over here. Like this guy. Win, lose, or draw. He's a gambler, I believe. So that's what they used to be called. Gamer, okay. Sending out a Poliwag. Let's go over to Pikachu, because he's pretty much all I have against water types. Nice, he missed. Thundershock. I hope you don't mind, but this episode's just getting a little longer now because I want the Kadabra to... well, the Abra to evolve. If you don't want to see that, I guess you could just switch now. Basically end the episode for yourself now, because that's all that's gonna happen. I keep trying to fight, but it's obviously useless. Bubble is a weak water attack. This is actually another example of something I spoke about some episodes ago. Electric type moves are strong against water Pokemon, but water type moves aren't weak against electric types, they're just neutral. So there are some examples of that. Let's get another trainer. Watch out for live wires. 3 Pokemon, that's not good. But a Magnemite level 18, it should actually get me where I want to be. Send out Nidoking. He's immune against electric moves, which it does have, and he's got a fighting move, which is strong against it because it is a Steel type Pokemon. Okay, that should be the kill. And now switching to my Charmeleon, because that has a fire type attack, which is also strong against steel. And Charmeleon needs the experience anyway. And now he uses Magneton, which is the evolved form of Magnemite. This should probably survive 1 Ember. I'm not that over level, but 2 will probably be enough. Unless I get paralyzed and then get unlucky. Didn't happen though. Nice, level 22. Whoa, I use Spark Plug. What? Abra is evolving! Congratulations, your Abra evolved into Kadabra. Kadabra learned Confusion, so now it has an attack move. Which is actually going to be very strong, because it's a strong Pokemon. So I'm just going to go back to town, heal up, level up, and just prepare for the SSN, which is the next area. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.